Hello friends, I am going to come to you again today with a how to kill a kit with style process video. Not even sure where this one's going that much. I do know I'm going to use a prompt from Creative Cuts about what we like to do in the summer. And for us, I swear, it's August has always been early August, like, the first week has always been report back to sports. It's what we do, and then before school starts, we're at games and scrimmages, and when it used to be football, baseball, yada, 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 and now it's just volleyball and soccer and all this stuff, but now it's just volleyball. So I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and I've got to tell you, I only have 3 full-size sheets of paper left. So this is kind of zipping along quickly this month. So the picture I'm going to use is this photo right here. This girl right here, that is my daughter. She is like a super freshman, I guess is a way to put it. And she plays volleyball for a university. Super freshman meaning she started going to college in January of this past year. So I was thinking, what do we like to do with summer? And I liked the idea of having summer kind of themed product. So I have all these cute little ice cream cones, which is really cute. And my thought was, because these girls are just so sweet. So I thought I would work with it kind of in that vein. Now, I do want to somehow get also the criteria for this week's Mind the Scrap challenge in. And so that would mean I need animals, wet mixed media, stars. I have a dog that just pushed my tripod. A shape that we cut out by ourselves, and then 5 of the same element on our page. So that's going to be a little interesting to try to fit all that in. I think I might just not start, because I got to see where I'm going with this, but I think I'm going to do some of the smooshing technique with some Heidi Swapp gold color shine on the background, because they're the colors for this university are black and gold, and they're wearing black. We've got some gold, and I have this piece of paper right here is very charcoaly, so I think I'm going to kind of go that way with it. Now for a shape, I have to cut or punch out or whatever myself. I have an idea. I have a little punch with these cute little tiny hearts on it. I'm going to go hunting for them. And then if I can, so I don't know how likely it is, but if I can, oh my gosh, I can. Okay, this is my kit for the Creative Cuts Club. And this, I think, is supposed to be a C-net. Dudes, look at this. It looks like a volleyball net. Holy smokes, we got ourselves a party. All right, so I can use some of my kit as well, because I wanted to try to get some of that in here. Not always easy, but hey, I am trying. So we're going to do that, and it's not much more I can use from this, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to go try to find that punch as well, and meet me back here in a minute. And I'm going to voice over the next bits. All right, here we go. So now the cool thing about this being the last layout that I will be scrapbooking with this kit is I have a bunch of pieces that are already cut. So, there's a lot of things that are being predetermined just because I have scraps left for this kit. So I'm going to start with this piece of cardstock scrap that I have, and I mapped my photo with that. And now I'm auditioning a couple of different things to see how I might want to use this net type piece in this layout. Now I do know I definitely want to use it, and it is approximately the same size as this stripy band piece of paper, so I'm going to go ahead and incorporate both of them in, and I'm going to put it right across the piece of paper that has these ice cream cones. So that makes that easy. There's really not that many pieces of paper I can really use. Okay, so I do know, like I said, that I'm going to use the net, but I did want to use the smooshing technique by getting some and get a little bit of mixed media on this page. So I'm going to use the Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine on a diagonal because it just kind of draws your eye from the upper left to the bottom right. And that is, design element I like to use all of the time. Now, of course, I'll be too impatient to let that just sit and dry. I'm going to go ahead and design around it and hope that it gets to drying while I'm crafting away. So I have my title on some wax paper. I worked on that, and now I want to try to get this cute little pink fresh frame piece tucked to the bottom left of my photo. It's very rare that I actually put a photo into a frame. I usually just use them as elements. The glue you see me using there is an Aleene's tacky glue. I tend to favor this glue, A, because it works, but B, because it just stands up on my scrap table like the glue's always at the ready. And I think I've only had to unclog it a couple times ever, and it lasts for a super long time. So I am going to, if I stopped faffing around with elements, I could just get the net part glued on, but that is not happening. I'm going to continue creating as I go. Anywho, so I have that cute little frame down below, and it says Around Town. They weren't in any big area. They were in actually the lobby area of where they train for their sport in front of one of the big walls with a giant grizzly bear. I saw this little element that looks kind of like a travel ticket stub, and I tucked that to the right of the photo. I like the idea of having another, I guess, flat space for your eye to rest because I have so much texture and color going on in the band in the middle. But I am going to go ahead and just audition all kinds of little bits and pieces to see what I might be able to work in on this layout. Like I said, this is the last layout I'll be doing in this kit, so I am going to work pretty darn hard to try to get a lot of elements on this page. That family word above is a Heidi Swapp word. I think I got that in a scrap room kit because I know I only got one sheet of that, so I bet that's what that was from. And I did use, like the little tag that's above the photo, that's a Pink Fresh die cut tag. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the title put on the page, which is going to take like a hot minute. Ta-da! Through the wonders of film, you can see that I did Golden Grizzlies 2019. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to put this Pink Fresh Studio cardstock sticker to the upper left. For some reason, stickers that you want to be sticky do not stay on, but the ones that you are trying to adjust hang on for dear life, and that's what's going on up there, but that's okay. We shall survive this great scrappy catastrophe. So I put it up at the top left, and I'll have to just trim that little pointed bit there. And I'm going to try to get some of these kind of wordy bits in a couple of different places. I liked the colors in this collection. They were saturated, and they also went really, really well with this, with the paper collection that I am using. It's a Dear Lizzie collection that I was grabbing things from. Like the stripy paper is Dear Lizzie, and I think the background paper that I'm using is by One Canoe 2. It's the one with the rose gold elements. Anywho, the ice cream paper. So I have a lot of different lines that I'm using, but they are marrying ever so nicely together. That You Are Gold. Those are from the Crate Paper collection. Oh gosh. It just came out, and I'm not going to remember the name of it. The reason why I felt I really needed to use it is their team are called, the mascot is the Golden Grizzlies. So gold made sense. It might not make sense to anybody else, but in the context of this photo, it's the Golden Grizzlies. So that works perfectly for this page as well. I will end up at the very, very end going to grab some enamel dots in that same gold color to bring the page around a little bit, because it was such a bold saturated color that I was having a hard time finding bits that worked with it. So right there you see that I'm using these One Canoe 2 clips. It's really kind of tough to get it up and wedged in there, but it's a really, really cute camera with a heart on it. Just a nice little metal element, and I did, yeah, I really like those. I just don't know really how to use them. I don't know if it's properly or I just don't know how to use them, but I have been finding a way to incorporate them into my layouts. I really like them now. So we're also supposed to use animal elements, and the Heidi Swap Wolfpack collection has these black bears or grizzly bears. So I found a way to get 3 of those little grizzly bears on here for Golden Grizzlies, and you also saw me stick some they are black puffy hearts here and there because I was working through a challenge for Mind the Scrap that had us use the use star elements somewhere on a page. We had to punch out a shape, and so I punched out these cute little hearts from this yellow pattern paper that is in my kit as well, and I think that they added a fun little yellow element. Now, the team colors are black and gold, so I was concentrating a bit bringing those colors in to match it looks like just their practice uniforms that they're wearing, but that's where I'm trying to concentrate on bringing in yellow or gold elements. So I sprinkled those pearly yellow sequins in 5 areas around the page, and now I'm going in with these Nuvo drops. I have them in this really pretty pale coral, deep peach, whichever way you want to put it, Nuvo drops. They are gorgeous. I'm going to trim that little bit at the top. Oh, and what was I going to say? Oh, if you wanted to go ahead and like and subscribe down below, I would appreciate it. If you want to be notified when I do my next layout, hit the notification button, and if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them below, because I will be sure to get back to you probably within 24 hours. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye now.